where should we start here? Oh my goodness me. 43 stops. Oh my life. Welcome back to Fix Your City with me, Biffa. Here we are in City Skylines. This is the beautiful city of Parthenia that's been sent in by Honor. What a lovely view along the coast. But if we just zoom out and take a look at the city, the traffic is horrendous. Now, normally I would run a city for a while to see how bad the traffic could get. I would turn off despawning, do all of that. But you already have that set. You have despawning turned off. The city has got to this level and it is pretty bad. In fact, I would like you to have a guess in the comments below right now. So this bit's not too bad. Along here you think, you know, it's fine, it's okay. Then we get down to the other end. What do you think this traffic is at? What percentage do you think it is? Now, I have run this city for a little bit and it does get quite low. This is like the worst bit down here. Look at all these trucks. And you know what they all are? They are, whoa, they are all coming from the trash collection area over here. It's all in one place. And look at them all. Absolutely millions of them. There's so many millions, they're now just driving over each other because they just do not care anymore about how bad. I think that's a screenshot. I've got to take a screenshot of that. They don't care how bad things are. They are just going to keep spawning. And then there's this person here stuck in his truck looking at that traffic thinking, why are these guys driving over the top of me? So what do you reckon? What do you reckon the percentage is? Okay, right, let's take a look. If we come out of that view there, hit the traffic button. It is oh, wow, that is worse than I thought. It was 32% when I first loaded up the city. It is obviously getting worse and worse. Now, you'll notice that the person who sent this city in was playing with unlimited money, but they are making a lot of money, which is very interesting. Oh, my goodness me. But wow, we've got a lot to fix. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is have a look over here. Do we need all of these? I would very much think we do not need all of these. So I'm probably going to turn all of these off down the middle here and maybe just go with these ones around the outside. I'm just wondering whether there'll be a quicker way of doing that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the Move It mod and I am just going to grab all of these. Oh, there's a quicker way of doing this, isn't there? If I do this, do picker that, and then I can do this. Yeah, we just don't need those. That is just ridiculous. So it looks like a lot of these trucks are maybe from these instead of those. And then I'm just sort of thinking here whether we could make this sort of a one-way system going on here. I'm using the Move It mod to do this just to keep things sort of moving quickly. I'm going to grab one of these. I think that's done it. And then if I go like that, yeah, excellent. And then I'm going to drag some of these. There we go. So up over here, I'm going to set those to terrain height. There we go. Just to spread them out a little bit. I might just grab these ones here as well. We'll go behind there. And we'll set those to terrain height just to try and hopefully spread out the traffic that we've got going on. And we should have a lot less leaving and they should sort themselves out. And I think that is easily going to be enough coverage what we've got. It is plenty. Probably don't even need all of those. In our game settings here, I'm also going to turn off hide far away notification icons. There we go. So we get a better view of who's struggling with what, and we're starting to get people leave the city now because of the trash problem. So maybe let's just leave things on pause for a moment. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to add a couple of these in down here somewhere so they just don't have to travel so far. I mean, even on some of these winky wonky rows that you've got here, let's just make sure they've all got water pipes. They look like they do, which is good. So yeah, hopefully they'll start coming around here and picking these up. Right, so let's take a look at your mass transit. So you've got a lot of use here, which is good. Maybe we'll come back if I remember and check at the end to see whether that is increased in use or anything like that. Passengers, we've got a couple with 0 on, but to be honest, a lot of these might be because 42 vehicles. What the heck? So some of these might have issues because I've clicked on you. Can you please go? Thank you very much. Because of the traffic, but I don't ever see a need ever for 42 vehicles on a line. Let's just sort this by the vehicles. 17 on a line and there's only 6 people. Yeah, I'm going to just like halve that, or halve-ish it. Is that a word? Is that a word? Am I making words up again? I think I might be. 12:46. That one's probably okay. Just very busy. All right, we'll do that. Let's have a look. So you've got no trolley buses. You've got no trams. You've got a metro line. Okay, no trains and nothing else. All right, one metro line. Where does your metro line go? So it's the green one. Let's have a look. So it comes from down here by your airport, which is good. And it goes all the way through with no stops, all the way randomly over to this new area that you were building over there. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what, before we add in a load of metro, I'd like to check out the roads that you've got running down here. Because if we have a look at this, so just putting on my thinking cap, you do have this sort of highway road that comes in from the side with some nice sort of pre-made junctions probably on the map that then come in down here that hit a roundabout. The roundabout's set up well. I mean, what I would probably do on this one, let's just keep the game running and hope nothing goes too badly wrong, is I would upgrade these 3-lane, 4-lane. Yeah, this one here. I mean, you're not allowing people to walk across here because they are set up that way. But just, I like more lanes on my roundabout than I've got lanes coming in and out. I've got 2 lanes there. Yeah, okay, won't be too worried about that. And then, let's have a look. We dive into here. I have noticed an overuse of lines in the city. So, using this roundabout that's working perfectly well as an example, I'm going to then take this, Control-Shift, left-click. So now we've got giveaway coming on. Everybody else will go okay. We should get dedicated lanes for going off. And we're going to stop that one there. Giveaway coming on is fine. Yeah. Moving along to the next junction that you've sort of set up here yourself. That one's working okay. This one is working okay. This one then comes, whoa, jumpy game, down to here. And this one is a little bit, yeah, this will be solved once we look at the main roads going through. So we'll come back to that. Yeah, so if you use Traffic Manager, Control-Shift, left-click, set that up like that, you will get a dedicated lane for coming off. And you'll get all your giveaway signs. Yeah, the only time you might want to change it is like here. I can see you've added in an extra lane for going off, but I would do it like this rather than with the lines. So you get 2 lanes going off, 2 lanes going round, and then like spots like this. Come on, 4th time lucky. We'll just say keep going through, so they don't stop in the middle. But then we've got this sort of palaver. We'll come back to that. I'm sort of checking the basics first. Have you done lane mathematics? No. We've got a lot of lanes going on here. What is going on? Where should we start here? Oh my goodness me. Do you know what? I'll be so glad that we've got an autosave. Yeah, I need a big sip of tea before we dive into this. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea? Or coffee? It works for both if you really have to. Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on biffaplaysmerch.com. Okay, I'm just looking at the lane mathematics on it. It's not actually as bad as I initially thought. So coming in, you've gone from 1 lane to 2 lanes to 3 lanes to give you a lane going off, and then for 2 coming down here. And then where you've got this one and these 2 coming together, you've got 3 lanes. So yeah, I would take that back. I can see you've done your homework. We're going to give them all a lane to come in, but then you're squishing 3 lanes down into 2. And then when this one comes along, you're not then going up to 3, and you've got all these hawky-balky lane things, which, no. We're going to delete those. So coming back along here, I would leave that. I would keep this as 3 along here, just because there's so many people using it. Let's go. You've got so many things coming in and out, it really doesn't matter too much. If we go for a 4 along here, there we go. So everybody gets a lane coming on. We've got enough nodes in the middle here. If I just go to this one, node, so they can change if they need. And then here we could just have that one going off. Let's have a look. So, I mean, the lane mathematics is going to break down at some point, but if we go back to 3 here. There we go. So now we've got, should have 1 lane going off. You could stay open. That would be great. There we go. 1 lane going off, 3 going on. Then we've got this one joining as well. So that makes it back to 4 again. We're going to end up with 4 lanes sort of coming into here. Which, you know, I mean, it's not ideal, but I just think, to be honest, there's so many cars coming down here. Let's use this one like you've got. There we go. So now they can move in a little bit better. Going the other way, to be honest, there's no traffic. So I'm just going to leave the going the other way, okay. But yeah, I was going to start this end because I just like the look of this end a bit better. And look, we can see already the garbage trucks are coming out to try and solve the issue from the things that we put over here. So let's follow this road along. What have we got going on here? We get to this junction here. We've got traffic lights, which makes perfect sense. But they're all just sat here looking at each other because they're trying to go up here. And this is blocked. And then this is a disaster. Let's check out this roundabout because we're all familiar with those. That needs more lanes, most definitely. We're going to go for the 3-lane one down here again like we did before. There we go. I think I've done them all. Excellent. Then we're going to do the Control Shift left click. So nobody should be coming onto the roundabout unless they've got somewhere to go. This one here does actually need some lines on. It's not going to let me do it because I'm clicking the wrong thing. Control Shift. Nope. Okay. I want you to go to there. And then I want you to go to there or there. There we go. Excellent. As soon as we set that up, it just starts moving. Because now we're allowing what's on the roundabout to go, which then stops everything else being held up. Let's follow this main road. This was one of the ones I was thinking of. So we'll get to a junction like this. And the way that you've got it set up, let's just see. So we haven't got any hawky-balkiness going on. We've got dedicated lanes going in each direction. We probably need, I mean, maybe a traffic light, but for now a give way sign because this isn't moving anyway. We've got sort of dedicated lanes here, but not too much. We want one coming off like that. And then we're going to do a give way sign on there. Again, we're going to do dedicated lanes and the give way sign's already on there, which is good. We'll do dedicated lanes again. What I could do is if I pick this one, pick this road and pick this option here. So every, I mean, how far? This is like the main road. Oh, it goes all the way down to the roundabout. Okay, that's not too bad. So every road coming onto here will now have give way signs. Okay, and then when we get to the roundabout with far too many lanes on because you've got houses on it and everything, we'll leave that as it is for now. If we need to change it, Control Shift left click. But where are you sending people? Round there. Yeah, okay, we're going to change that. You've probably done that at some point to sort of help alleviate traffic, but once we've got everything done, it'll be fine. Where does this main road go next? There's another main road along the top, but let's continue with this one along the front. What are we at? Oh, it's getting worse! Sometimes it has to get worse to get better. All right, we'll do the same here. So give way signs for everybody coming on. There we go. Just double check the roundabout. So that could be that. Excellent. And then, yeah, I'll just go down here and do dedicated turning lanes every time there's a junction. Right, so you're stopping people from turning in here, which is never a good idea. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do the clear that, and you'll give way here. So this will get priority going through, and we've got dedicated turning. Oh, man alive. There's just lines everywhere. Let's go back along the top here. We know we're sort of stopping by Vermont. That's the bit we're doing, but I'm just going to do all of this here. And then we can have just the dedicated turning lanes, no lane switching. You've got all the way down here, which again, I know what's happened. This has got so blocked up with traffic. You're doing what I sometimes do in the videos, which is to do that, no lane switching at all, and say pick your lane down here, which is fine, but maybe not so far back. So if we do it here, these two segments either side will count as one big queue, but it just allows these in here, look, to change lanes. Just gives them some options. Okay, so now we're going down this road. There's actually not much going on down this road. Okay. So I'm going to do dedicated turning lanes there, but then I want to have a look at what's going on with this road here, because it's very long and they're queuing up very far. So if we use the in-game tool down here, so what have we got? There's a metro line underneath. So quite a few. Okay, actually, stop. the numbers aren't too high. So we've got 5 trucks, 18 private vehicles. But it's actually moving along now. It's speeding along a bit more. If we can just keep this bit going. See, they shouldn't be stopping there. Oh, they're stopping there because of this. Okay, let's just do that thing. If we take this one here and say, keep going through that little junction. What it is this junction is too close to this one. So we're not getting many cars in here. And because they're not even filling up these 2 gaps, that's even less cars in here. So when the roundabout is free to go, there's... Yeah, so it's not too bad. And do you know what? There's hardly any cars coming round here. So I'm going to actually just take that off and just keep them going. So there's like no connection to this road up here at all. So anybody in all of these districts is taking this road down here. But they could have connections up here. There's absolutely no reason not to. I'm going to use these roads you've got here. And we're just going to randomly put in some connections like that, even just sort of one in the middle of each of these, and just to sort of help people out a bit. We want to give people as many options as possible to get in and out. So already we've seen a bus coming up through there. I'm going to give them all dedicated turning lanes. So we've gone along here. How are we doing here? So we've got 3 lanes going into 2 lanes, which is never good. Does this need to be such a big road? Probably not. I'm going to take this one here and we're going to downgrade this. There we go. We've got 2 lanes into 2 lanes, and then we could even upgrade this to 2 lanes as well. We are going to pop in some of these here so they just stay and don't do a wickedy turnaround. Did I do this roundabout here? They seem to be cutting across. Also, this sort of lane mathematic where you've done less lanes because one lane's going off. I don't do that on a roundabout. I keep it 3 lane everywhere. Like that. And it just works a lot better. And then we're straight into another roundabout down here, which is that one we saw before with the ridiculous amount of lanes. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to downgrade this one. Excellent. So hopefully that would be a little bit better. So this one here, pretty big junction. I'm going to put time traffic lights in here. I'm just going to do a straight Control Alt click. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. That's what I want. So we're going to pop that in there and hopefully just keep this moving a bit better. That's a major junction. And then down here, we've got the dedicated lanes and they're doing some hawky-balky lane switching in the middle of here. Look. And they don't need to. They can pick their lane here and they can get through. And I'm going to stop them doing it there. And I'm going to stop them doing it there. This node is very close. So I'm going to move that one out. And I'm going to say, don't stop. And then we're getting down to another super busy one here and here. Why is this so busy? Let's just have a look. So again, I can see along the top, none of this has got a connection to this other super fast road you've got. It's only all down the bottom. So once again, I'm just going to randomly take this road. And then what I will probably do is just grab the railway line nodes like this. Okay, we're going to go into here, change this to nodes. And then there's that one there. I'm going to lower this down like so we can get underneath. And then this piece here, I'm going to change to a raised piece. Like so. So that can still go underneath. They can still get across. So I'm going to just do that with all the ones I've done along here. Okay, so I sorted those train lines, gave those extra connections at the top to help alleviate and spread out the traffic. We've got these connections along here. So now we're back to where this little break was. And we've got the Vermont district to have a look at. So this roundabout we already did, didn't we? Yeah, that's all set up. This roundabout looks familiar. I may have been here already. Again, you're furrowing. See, going from 2 into a 3 is fine. People can spread out. 3 into a 2, I mean, to be honest, they're all using 2 lanes anyway. But I bet if we went back far enough, it could all just stay 2. Look. And it would just speed them out there a little bit faster, I think. And then all the way back up here. This is wiggly wiggly. I did notice. that needs to go like that. So they all stay in their lane there. Okay, excellent. Where were we? So now we're going back down. This is that little highway we were looking at before. Yeah, okay. So again here, these are coming in, and whenever they've got a gap to go, it's so slow because it's such a tight turn, and you've got plenty of space. So if we bring all of this down here, I think most of this traffic is just trying to get across. I'm thinking of changing this out for something else. And what I might, because this is so much coming in here. That's weird. The lines all stayed up there. That it's blocking any of these coming in here. I'm going to just delete all of that. So they just keep going. All of these people in King Hills. How big is King Hills? Yeah, there we go. It's just that section. All 4,500 all trying to come out of here and here. Which, if they were trying to get to the industry, they'd have to come out of there, go around there, come up here, come off there. Whereas this is also high up into the air. I bet if we just added, let's have a look, a 2U 4-lane road just through here. So now people can get from this end to work without having to go all the way around. Might perhaps give a little bit of help. We shall see. What are we at? 20%. It's going up. So now we're going to look at the metro and the buses, and I'm just going to spend like 20 minutes of my life, oh, there's no metro, changing all the colours of these. Oh, it didn't take as long as I thought. Look at that. Lovely colours. We've got the main colours. Then we sort of go through a pastel hue time of life. Then we get down to some darker, stronger, vibrant colours. Everything's all different now, which is great. Let's have a look at the vehicles again. How are we doing? Yeah, there's still a lot of vehicles there. I am going to drop down these larger ones. We can always see what happens. We can always fix it later, I was going to say. Change it back if needed. What makes me laugh with these, though, they don't just disappear. They don't just go pop out of existence and they're gone, never to be seen again. They still have to get back to the depot. So they're still going to be causing traffic. 26 stops. 43 stops. Oh my life. This is just nuts. After I've just changed all the colours, I'm now thinking I just need to delete them all and remove them. 22% is going up. All right, let's put in a metro first. We need a metro underneath everything, everywhere. I'd love to do trams and things like that, but it just ain't going to happen. So we could have, we've got a lot of stuff being visited over here, haven't we? We've got the airport, we've got all the things that make the traffic. And funnily enough, over here, the traffic ain't that bad. The space elevator, everyone's coming out. There's plenty of big, thick roads. They're all coming out here. They're all coming up there and causing problems. That's why we've got all this traffic. So we need, if we haven't got metro in here, this needs to be number one metro place in here. And I might even then disconnect it from everything else. We'll see. So importing goods. So we're not making enough goods, and exporting no goods. Forestry, agriculture. Right, so what this tells me is we're making a lot of these, but we're not turning them into goods. And the way you turn them into goods is by having normal industry areas. So this is all forestry stuff down here, isn't it? If we have a look at this zone, I've turned off the zone names. There we go. Rosewood Heights, forestry. Right, so we have a look at this one, Vermont. Yeah, farming. And then there was another one down here. What's this one? Doesn't have a zone. Yeah, it's got Coleridge Hills. I think that's just normal. Oh no, that's oil. So you've got all of that, and I don't think you've got any standard industry. So if you've not seen it before, we're going to put the supply chain PNG on the screen. Very handy. So you have got specialized zone industry along the top there in the green box, which make raw resources and will be exported in the middle, or they can be turned into specialized processors and then into zone products, but they still have to go through generic industry to then be turned into generic goods to then go to the commercial buildings. Without that yellow box there of generic industry, anything that comes from specialized zoned industry, whether it's just the raw resources or whether you run them through processors or whatever, will just get exported. And that is why, if we go back to this over here, you are exporting all of your raw items and you're not making any goods. Sometimes it's good to have extra goods. That's very good. but you're importing a ton of goods. That will be a load of traffic. So what I'm going to do, I think, is in some of these places, let's just take this one here. I am going to go to here, go to there. I'm going to just sort of take off a section of that little zone, pop in a normal zone in the middle. So we've got Elk District. If I unpause, are they going to automatically change? Because now Elk District doesn't have, if we go back to this one here, that's got the, if you can see, the oil, specialization. Elk District doesn't have any. So this should all just change. I'll speed it up to normal industry. Sometimes it won't just change. It will take some time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete those in there and hope that they grow back as normal industry. There we go, they've all gone, so they can grow back as normal industry and deal with your oil. And then we can do that in each of the other industries as well. So just take a little section off the end. We're going to take that, put another zone. And we don't even have to put another zone in. You can just leave it. And then delete everything that's in that zone. There we go. And then when that comes back in, when we've got an industry need, that will be normal industry. We've got another little section. Oh, this is all your forestry down here by the look of it. Yeah. So I'll do the same for here. I'll do the same for the other one over there somewhere as well. Oh, I thought this was forestry. It isn't. If we have a look at, oh, hang on, Washington Park. This one is forestry. There we go. But this one here, is this industry? Yeah, this is Summit Heights. Yeah, that doesn't overlap with that one. And that is none. So you do already have a little industry here that can deal with some stuff, which is probably why this is so filled with traffic. Because all the other ones are all coming into here rather than into their own little area. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove some of these. So the idea is the same line of thought of what you've done with your other zones. You don't have all your commercial in one place. You've got commercial dotted around. You haven't got all your offices in one place. You've got it dotted around. And you've got your industry dotted around, so which is good. But you've just missed this one little change. So this was the other one. What was this one here? Oh, this is also farming. So again, we'll just take out a small section. We'll just do either side of this road and that bit there. I mean, for areas like this, you don't need roads this big. But as it's not caused any problems, I'm not going to go through and change them all. So back down to 18%. Excellent, very good. So we're going to leave that running for a moment. And then we're going to put in the new metro and probably have to change all the buses as well. So let's start with the metro. I'm thinking of just picking this spot here. It's central to everything else. We can make it work. And if we just have a road coming off of here somewhere. So that's going to give us 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. Yeah, 10 different connections that we can have going around the city. And you could build something around that. So yeah, we just basically need to pop some metro in to connect that up. And also I've noticed there's a train line that comes in and sort of runs above and below the rail. Oh, 29% above and below the road. It sort of comes through here somewhere. There it goes. So that's not a metro, and it goes all the way under this road and all the way along here, and then comes in for some cargo stuff down there. We could add a couple of train stops. So I'm just going to pop some metro into a few places that I think it would be helpful to get people to travel around and all that sort of thing. So maybe one down, if I turn off anarchy, there we go. One down here in the industry. One up here in the industry, right in the middle. And then we'll sort of, yeah, slope a few around here and then, yeah, connect them all up as we go. And what I do is any places I put it like that, I'll try and put a walking path, if I remember, to try and help aid people get across to these as easily as possible. Oh, like that. So there we go. Excellent. And then this one over here, I think we'll go for the large underground metro station that gives us a couple of options. If we pop that over there, can we get it any closer? Yeah, that'll do. We get some walking paths and things going through there. That'll be good. And some of these areas here as well, where there's, you know, huge walking around. I'm going to put some walking paths in here. There's nobody up here, although we've got buses that are going nuts up there. Yeah, let's pop one of these in there. I'm not going to bother over there. Okay, so let's just put this back on so we can see what's going on. We unpause for a minute. They'll all light up so we can see them. Will they? Very, yeah, rare. Not very easy to see, is it? Right, I'm gonna hook all these up off camera. It's gonna take me a minute or two, and then I'll be back with you. Right, we've got them all in. I'm just setting up my stops and things. So just so you know where we are, I'm on the left-hand side over here. So I've got this one here, which runs into one of the double stations. Actually, I've got some stops in there that shouldn't be in there. Let's try that again. So we're going to go from here. Yes, you're all unhappy. I know. Up to here and back again. Add a stop and add a stop. And then this other side here runs all the way through to our tarantula hub. Excellent, which is what we're going to be calling it forever. So that goes into there and back again. And then we've got another point. There we go. I'll sort out all the colours and everything afterwards. Then we've got this one here, which runs... Oh, jumpy game. Which runs through the middle here and then to the tarantula hub. There we go. That ends one. And back again. They're such short runs. I don't need to do some go in the other direction or anything like that. Oh, this one here I've not connected up. Then we've got this one that goes up the top, and it looks like it has gone above and below ground over here, which is fine. So that's literally going up into that empty area and back again. Then we've got this one here. Let's do this one here. So this is another one of those double hubs. And this one does sort of go in a loop. So I'm going to remove this one. Here we go. And there. So we can have that. Is that removed? Yeah, we can have this one going in a loop. So what we'll do this time is we will do one in both directions. That literally comes straight into here. No, I want it to be this one. Oh, and then will it come out? Oh, because it goes in there, it won't be a loop, will it? So it won't then come up there. Okay, that's fine. Then it just has to come back through here. And we'll delete that one. I want to complete the line down here. Oh, hang on, I've messed it all up. Let me do that again. Yeah, there we go. So that one just goes up and down that way. This one comes up and goes through these two areas and hooks into here. There we go. And back again. And then we've got that final one. So getting in and out of this very busy area down here with all of our touristy stuff. So actually, we probably don't need this connection. Actually, this will be a little short shuttle connection. If they want to come out here and then come around to here and then go somewhere else, they can. And I'm going to add another one that goes up to here. This is the original one that was there and then goes into this hub. So adding it into the right place. Yeah, there we go. And back again. Excellent, with a very tight turn there at the top. Whew, very good, very good. So I need to go through and sort out all of those colours. And also in a lot of the places, can't see where they are now. Oh, 32%. We need to like put paths through. So for instance, I mean, ideally roads through here would work better and probably just be quicker. Some nice path. Let's go up to normal height. So just sort of something like this. It's going to destroy a few houses. So you get the idea anyway. This is why I'm doing this. It's, yeah, give you ideas of how to fix your traffic yourself. Oh, did I just miss that road entirely? Oh, I sort of went underneath the road. Well, that's weird. How the heck did I do that? Let's try that again. And into there. Yeah, very good. There we go. Excellent. I think everybody else is probably okay for walking and such. So what we can do, if we jump... Oh, there, see them going already. This is nice. Let me just quickly change the colours of all of these 10 lines. Although it's 9 lines because there's no line number 1. There we go, all sorted. And then to be honest, for the capacity on these, because they're literally just running backwards and forwards, we might as well just go for the 500s on all of them. And they're not going to get in each other's way. There's going to be plenty of space. And it just means we'd have to keep coming back and checking them. There is, since the last update, although I've not seen a deep dive or done a deep dive into this, there is a different cost related to the high capacity, or depending on the capacity of what you use. So most of these should be... Are these working okay? Let's speed the game up, make sure these are picking up. Yeah, that's fine. So they're only going to be 2 or 3 each. That's no problem. Yeah, so there is a cost attached, depending on the capacity and how many you have. But there's sort of nowhere easy to see it. If that information was here on the line screen, that would be really helpful. The only place you're going to get that is lumped into this one in here with all your transport, which, to be honest, is... not the easiest thing to look through and find out anything quickly. Okay, let's just keep an eye on what's going on in here. And hopefully now we're going to see a load of these going backwards and forwards. And then, there we go. Excellent. Lots of people coming out and going on to different lines. So that means we're doing something good. So there we go. So every time we see a load of these people pouring out and going somewhere else, that is a car trip saved. I don't necessarily think it's one-to-one. I don't think we're under any illusion that we've got 38,000 people literally walking around our city. But if I took... I can't click on them in there because they're inside the plaza. But if we have a look at these, we do get information on car trips saved. 100%. So that's it. Every one of these 4, 8, 9, 10 people were going to drive and they now didn't drive. So that means our traffic's gone up to 35%. Brilliant. So now we need to just let that run for a little bit while I think about where I'm going to put the train line and station. I definitely want some sort of train station in here. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to move that park. Actually, we go there. Excellent. That park can then go yoink there, and then we can hook this train line up. There we go. Hard to see, but I've connected that direction and I've connected that direction, so that will bring in intercity people as well. I want to see if I can just maneuver some of this around. You've just like crammed everything in here. If I just use a bit of move it mod and slide those up, yep, we get a nice little crossing thing. Nice little crossing thing. Excellent. So we should see people going backwards and forwards there. Buses are sorting themselves. Oh, buses, got to do that. And then I want to put a train. So this is the train line going all the way down this road. If that's the train line there, yeah, we're definitely adding in another train line here to hook into that. There we go. I'll use the same station again. So that's got underground. Nice little crossing over there. That's connected up to here. Yeah, let's just go with that. And then we'll add in a line going from one of those to the other one. You're complaining about stuff. I know. We will fix you up. Don't worry. What are we up to? 36%. Right, so now I think we just need to let everything run. Right, things are running well. I'm just sort of going through and finding any hotspots there are. Like this is sort of backing up here for no good reason. And also this really doesn't need to be a roundabout. We'll come back to that. But I think this is where we had our, timed traffic light. So what I'm sort of seeing here is we've got everybody that wants to go straight on being in one lane, and there's nobody that wants to turn left. So in an example like this, I would change that so we could double up. Let's have a look. Double up this one. Yeah, that's fine because they're only switching around the corner. So now we've got 2 lanes for straight on. Also, if we go into here, I'm going to increase. Let's just stop that. Skip. So that's number 1. I'm going to stop that, edit that, and just make that longer. So we make that 8 and 20. When no one is waiting, it will switch. So we'll save that. And that should... Let's have a look. Get rid of all of that quite quickly. So keep an eye on this traffic down here. Hopefully that should go down. I was sort of seeing that... So both lanes are being used, which is good. Some are still trying to sort of use that middle one. Yeah, so it seems to be... What I want to make sure is when it goes... Okay, it goes. So it clears out all of this, which is what I want. And then what I'm going to just do is change this. So now what you're going to find is these will just come through a lot quicker. So when it does change, so let's watch. It stopped. And until it starts again, I'm trying to go. It got up to here. So now they're going. So as long as that pink one gets through, ooh, so maybe a little bit longer on the length, I think will work. Do you know what? I hadn't even started it. So that was probably what the problem was. So there we go. We can see it's almost getting everybody. And we've got that thing again, look, where they're crossing over right here. So that is where we would use one of these and say, don't cross over there. Just stay in. And that just means those two segments can both be used for backing up. And now when it changes this time round, there we go. So it was back to here when it changed. So if these guys get through, that's it. So that's getting through. This one will get through. This one is being a bit weird with the trees and stuff. This is backing up a little bit down here. So it might be that we do need a little time traffic light in there. And where are they going? They're all going left, aren't they? I tell you what it just needs. It needs... Go on, and we'll leave the time traffic light going. We need an asymmetric road in here. Pro level skills with asymmetric roads. So now we should have... Yeah, we've got 2 left. And I'm going to turn that one off and have 1 right. And then the traffic light as it is should... keep that all going, and hopefully this won't now have a knock-on effect of this all backing up. But I don't think we will. I think we'll be fine. Cool. What are we at? Let's check. 58%. Oh, it's sort of going up and down. We're doing a lot of changes, and what is going to happen now is as we're going through and getting more people on this, I need to go through and adjust. Wow. Did you see 399? Flipping heck. So that was a 500 capacity, which is the biggest we've got. So, I mean, I need to go through these and adjust them to put in as many as I think we need on each of these lines to keep it all free. I'm going to add another couple on there. And then I need to go and check the buses. That one's keeping up, that's fine. Oh, there's so many vehicles. Right, I'm going to go through, I'm going to slim all these down, and then I'll be back with you. The biggest stop we've got is here, 200 odd outside the space elevator, of course. I've not made it easy for them to get over to the metro. I meant to put a path through here, and I don't think I did. But yeah, let me continue with the adjustment. Let's keep an eye on this little path. There we go, look, already got people walking over here. Nice, nice, nice. Unfortunately as well, I just realised you've only got a biofuel bus depot, so we're not getting access to any other sizes of bus. So I'm going to put a new proper bus hub in here, this one, so we can then get other buses going around and helping us out. So now we go into our bus lines. Here we go, and we can adjust the buses. So like this one here with a lot of people using it. Instead of... Where is the biofuel bus? 22? Which one is it? I don't know which one it is now. I thought it was called... Oh, there it is, 30. So now we could literally double that with some bendy buses or super bendy buses. I tend to go for this. Just a big double-decker bus. And then let it run for a while again. So I will do that on all of these lines. Right, I'm doing the final check through. We are at 81%. There's a few sort of little busy spots, but if we sort of run it at fast speed, we can see they don't really cause too much problems. Don't know what's wrong with that bus. I've done some up and down into some of these segments here to try and help things move a little bit better. I've also put some bridges across the river that we've got as well. We've got one down here to help with some interconnectivity, which I think is something that was missing a lot in the city. I'd forgotten to attach, I think it was this metro and one over here, so I've got those attached now as well. And they're running really well. What's this doing here? Oh, this is pretty busy coming out of this station. If we have a look at this. Oh, look at that. How many people... Oh, how many people are running through there? They are loving it. Let's have a look at the total. 1,976. There we go. Lots and lots. And we're still at 80%. I've been sort of fiddling with the time traffic lights there. This is just busy. I mean, it's moving. It's very busy. This is busy, but it's okay. Let's have a look. This section leads out into the city. This bit down here, I've done quite a lot. Where are we? Where are we? This bit, I'm losing my train of where I am. Here we go. This bit down here, I put in some one-way roads, and that is just transform this area. So this goes in a big loop. These are just normal roads. You can only get in from this direction, and then they can disperse there, or coming in here, they can leave. And it means that they're only coming down these roads if they're using the cargo harbour or the cruise ship, which is fine. This is just always going to be red and busy, but it's about as good as it's going to get. And yeah, everything is running really, really well. So thank you to Honor for sending in your city. It's been an honour to fix it. I've really enjoyed it. If you'd like to have yours fixed, then check out the link in the description below. There's a small form that you need to fill in so I can get the details that I need. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all very soon for the next City Skylines video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.